I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the kind of preparedness that does happen behind the scenes that I've been privileged to witness. Just a few weeks ago in Canmore, I was invited to participate and watch a sprinkler training exercise. So earlier on, I mentioned how a lot of communities in my constituency have a wildland urban interface. So the forest is butting up right against residential neighbourhoods. And so in Canmore, this is especially true in terms of, you've got these beautiful neighbourhoods nestled amongst the trees. And what makes it so beautiful also makes it a little bit risky and dangerous. So what the Canmore Fire Department did in combination with the provincial government and emergency response planners was go out and set up sprinklers to kind of fend off fires from encroaching on that wildland urban interface. So I was up in the Eagle Crescent area of Canmore. And for those not familiar with Canmore, the terrain there is quite steep. And so I was watching these firefighters carry, gigantic fire hoses, like I think 6 at a time, and up these steep slopes to set up sprinklers to test how well they would work and where they ought to be situated. And I was blown away by the fitness and dedication of these members. Like just walking up the hill myself, not carrying anything but my jacket, I was out of breath. And then I saw these firefighters basically running up the hill carrying all these hoses. And for them to be able to spend that much time to be in shape to do things like that is pretty remarkable. The other thing that they wanted to test is with the steep terrain around there, whether the fire hydrants and the pumps can push enough water uphill in order to get enough water to make the sprinklers work. These are, I believe they're about every 50 feet or 100 feet apart, the sprinklers, and there's a gigantic line of sprinklers on the water supply. And so to make sure that the water can pump uphill and have the pressure that's required was part of this exercise. So they looked at solutions like putting different types of valves. So once the line is primed and you've got the water up the hill, if you need to disconnect for some reason that you don't lose the pressure in the line, you can disconnect, do what you need to do and reconnect, and the hose is still primed. So these are all the kind of things that run through the minds of first responders. And I'm always so impressed at the dedication and professionalism of these heroes who work all the time to keep our community safe.